Hello and welcome to Broken Entertainment. And this falls under the category, at least to me, of there is a God and miracles do happen. Um, Lucasfilm, sorry, Lucas Arts was the producer of every Star Wars game under the sun for years and years. If you can think of a classic Star Wars computer game or console game, it was created by LucasArts. And when Disney bought Lucasfilm, they disbanded LucasArts for some unimaginable reason, just like they disbanded everything else. And then they gave EA exclusive rights to all Star Wars games. And giving EA exclusive rights to anything is the worst move you can possibly make in video gaming. I know this as someone who used to be a hardcore Madden fan. I used to buy Madden every year it came out because I love franchise mode. I love trying to run my own team. But it's been a few years since I've done that because there were always issues of they didn't really change the game a whole lot from issue to issue, but I was keeping up with the rosters essentially, and any graphical changes. But then it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse because they have no competition. And when you have a company with no competition, where your option is buy this game or don't buy this game, rather than just go to somebody else, they have no reason to make it better. And they have no reason to make it good to begin with. And the biggest example of that is Star Wars Online, which again, made by EA. I played that for a while. I really enjoyed the story, but the gameplay itself was trash. Quite frankly, it was uninteresting and boring. The way the whole system worked was ridiculous. You have an enormous amount of microtransactions in that game. And not just typical of an MMO, but just absolutely absurd. You had, if you didn't want to wait until I think it was level 10 to be able to run, you had to pay for it. It was ridiculous. And it got worse over time because they have no competition. And it got to the point where I was going to do something at one point. The last time I tried to play the game, I was going to do something that had been free, and all of a sudden there was a paywall. So I said, screw it, uninstalled it, haven't looked back since. Just like I haven't bought Madden for a while. And now we finally have great news. Lucasfilm is developing Lucasfilm games and has ended their exclusivity deal with EA. So let's go ahead and get into this article here. Open world Star Wars game in development at the Division developer, Massive Entertainment, confirming the end of EA deal. First of all, an open world Star Wars game sounds awesome. I think that's fantastic, and I can't wait to learn more. I know this is also partially in the hands of Lucasfilm, but hopefully they have good people running the studio for Lucasfilm games, which I wish they would have just named it LucasArts again, but whatever. Lucasfilm Games has announced that it has partnered with Massive Entertainment, the developers of The Division, to create an open-world Star Wars game, confirming the end of EA's exclusivity deal after the 10-year period is up. First of all, 10 years is insane. But what are you going to do? Revealed by Wired, this game is incredibly early in development, meaning that we likely won't see it until after EA's agreement ends in 2023. Thank God. Not going to try to pronounce Julian something name. G. Righty, sorry, I'm bad with names. Who is the director of The Division 2, will be leading development as the creative director and right now setting characters and details haven't been set in stone. My bet is at least one of these games will be High Republic. The game will also be based on the studio's Snowdrop engine and likely to release on PS5 only. So that's shitty news. Anytime you say, well, we're only going to release it on this one console, well, come on. This is Star Wars. You're gonna make it an exclusive game, really? But still, it's not in EA's hands anymore. This seems to spell the end of EA's exclusive hold on Star Wars games. Yeah. EA has been and will continue to be a very strategic and important partner for us now and moving forward, but we did feel like there's room for others. So that's the big thing. Not only does it open competition, so now EA has to do a better job of making Star Wars games. I mean, if you really think about what you got out of EA, you got Star Wars Online, was okay for a while. Then you got Jedi Fallen Order. That's a great game. I've really enjoyed playing it. 2 Battlefront games that people didn't like. And I may be missing 1 or 2, but nothing, maybe Jedi Fallen Order, but nothing that's ever going to be considered classic. Whereas with LucasArts, I mean, there's just a litany of great games. Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Jedi Order game, or the Jedi Knight games, the TIE Fighter and X-Wing games. That's what competition gives you, because LucasArts would go to different studios and say, hey, you're really good at doing this, please make this kind of game. And now they can do that again. They can go to people who specialize in specific types of game and get them to produce the game, and that'll be great. Whether LucasArts, or I keep calling it LucasArts, Lucasfilm game injects a bunch of stupid politics and stuff into it, we've yet to see. But to this point, they haven't done that. With Jedi Fallen Order as an example. So I'm really excited about this. I don't think anything bad can come out of this. Sure, Lucasfilm games could screw things up, but EA wasn't exactly hitting them out of the park anyway. And I think an open world game sounds great. Unfortunately, it sounds like it's going to be PS5 only, so that sucks. But them opening up to different developers will dramatically increase the diversity of games and dramatically increase the competition so that people will try and make the best Star Wars game they possibly can. And maybe we can finally get Star Wars back to a point where, at least in video games, Star Wars on a video game is a big deal. So if you liked the video, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, and ring the bell for notifications. And I will see you next time.